Gregory Keene continues the story from the penthouse of Cunningham Towers.
I've just come from Phillip Street Police Headquarters. It's 4:35 in the morning, and there was no point in hanging about there any longer. We've been hacking away at Tony Rico and Stephen Meyer without getting an inch in any direction. And when I heard the news about Mike Gusick, it seemed time to call it a day. Felix Huberman and the Black Widow Magnani have disappeared without a trace. And if their plans are as well laid as I think, we might never find what became of them. Oh, it's been a long 2 days. I can't get to the point of sleeping yet, but it's good to relax. Up here in the quiet with Tom Cutts and Sherry.
I don't suppose you can do much now, Keene. Just take it slowly and wait for them to run Mike Gusick to earth.
Yes, that's about it. Peter White was killed for his car. If we can find that in time, it'll almost certainly have Mike Gusick in it.
Oh, what terrible people they are.
They're cornered, Sherry. They'll do anything.
But Gusick could have stolen any car. Why butcher a man for one?
Before they made their run for it tonight, they must have managed to warn Gusick. They must have known we'd be after him again, so he couldn't use his own car. Well, he couldn't just steal one, either. The minute its loss was reported, he'd be running the risk of being picked up. So, what did he do?
Well, I still don't see why he had to kill the man White.
Look, Sherry, Peter White lived alone. That was the first thing. Gusick knew him. He was an SP bookmaker. That made it easy. And because White lived alone, Gusick could count on at least 12 hours before there'd be any watch out for the stolen car. Actually, Gusick's luck was out.
How? I'd have said Peter White's luck was out.
Gusick made a mistake. He left the light burning in White's garage. The milkman came along. He always bets with White, and to save himself trouble, he was in the habit of leaving what he owed for milk. Well, this morning he saw the garage light on and assumed the bookie was up and about. He took one look inside. You turning in, Cutts?
Yes, sir.
I'll hold you out if anything shows up. Good night.
Bye, Major.
Keene, why do you go after Huberman with such single-minded intensity?
Huberman went after me. That was all right. It was all in the game. But he was prepared to exterminate everyone I'd come in contact with, including you, Sherry.
You really are an odd sort of guy.
What is it now?
That's about the first nice thing you've ever said to me.
Well, now you can stop asking why I take Huberman personally. I'm going to pull him down myself, and when the time comes, he's going to know it.
What made them run for it, Keene?
Oh, I wish I knew.
The letter from Rick Barnes?
Possibly. I can't imagine what else.
I can.
What?
Suppose someone told them you were alive. The one thing you guarded against, the one thing you wanted to keep from them at all costs.
Oh, Sherry, that's impossible. No one could have told them that.
Oh, but my good and dear friend Dr. Gene Collins could have.
Oh, I took him into account, and I decided he was safe because of you.
He could justify himself. He could make himself believe he had to do it to get me out of the clutches of an adventurer who was after my money, or worse.
If he had any traffic with the NightShade people, Sherry, that's going to take some justifying.
Keene, could you do anything if I turned out to be right?
Well, I shouldn't think so. Unless you'd like to publish the fact that Dr. Eugene Collins was prepared to see his girl murdered because he was jealous of someone else.
Not so long ago, I thought I was fond of him.
Have I done you a good turn?
I hope I'll have made up my mind about that before you catch up with Felix Huberman.
I must have lost track somewhere.
I don't think you have. When you get Huberman, we'll have to say goodbye, won't we? And when we're saying goodbye, I might be wishing I hadn't lost my illusions about Eugene Collins.
You're much better off without them, Sherry.
Am I? I'm going to be left without anything at all. No Gene Collins, no you. No illusions, either. Sometimes I wish they'd killed you up in that factory loft. You wouldn't have fallen through my door that night, and I'd still be a poor little rich girl. Rich but happy, with a bottle of gin in one hand and a good-looking heel in the other. Good night, Keene. Just take your time running Carlotta and Huberman to earth. I want to fall out of love with you while you're still around.
But if I don't find Mike Gusick before it's too late, Sherry, you're going to have all the time in the world. So where's he heading with such urgency tonight? Where's he charging like a mad dog at the wheel of a murdered man's car?
the map. Yeah. And road going here, road going there. I don't take a wrong turning, not if I want to get to Cape Camaret. The last town says Vandandian. By this map, we're coming 100 miles and 23 miles. There's Naura, Tomarong. Yeah. We're going straight along. We don't turn off here. We're not stopping again. Yeah, not stopping till we get there. My Liga Maria is coming middle of the road. Big wagon. Moving over you are. Moving. There's no room for me. Getting over you are. This wagon with big logs is not moving over. It doesn't move. He's coming across. He's not controlling. Get out of the way.
Yes?
Don't you ever sleep, King?
I was dozing in a chair by the phone. What about yourself?
There's news.
Yeah, well, I'm wide awake now, Murray. Is it Gusick?
We just had a report on Peter White's car. It was crashed into a timber jingle a few miles past a place called Wandandian.
Where the devil's that?
About 125 miles south on Prince's Highway.
Uh-huh. How long ago?
About 25 minutes. Care to come for a ride?
You bet your life. But I'll take Tom Cutts and press on under my own steam.
I can pick you up.
I'll be 10 minutes ahead of you. What's the name of that place again?
Wandandian.
Is anything being done about Gusick on the spot?
Local men are watching southbound traffic crossing the punt at Bateman's Bay.
I'll see you there. Cutts. Up you get and spring to it. Grab some clothes, dress in the car, we're going for a drive. I'll hop down to the garage and get the car out. Pick you up at the front entrance.
You're getting to Cape Camaret now, Mike Gusick. You don't make any mistakes. 2 hours it is since crashing. Walking maybe 9, maybe 10 kilos. It's still a long way to go. 9:07. Car is coming. Getting into trees, quick. Sun's coming up. Soon they're hiding, but not all day. There's cops. They're saying Gusick waits till night. No. Coming. Heavy, slow wagon, going slow uphill. Maybe we jump on behind. Hide with what she carry. Hide good. Driver don't know. Cops don't know. But shooting if we have to.
That you, Keen?
Yes, right here.
Must have hurried.
We did. What took you so long, Murray?
I've been on the phone talking to fellows at Bateman's Bay. Gusick hasn't passed south since 30 minutes after the crash. That's when they put a man on the punt.
Gusick was out of luck. The timber jinker went out of control coming down the hill. The logs came forward onto the cabin of the truck. Gusick had to run clean off the road to miss it, and he finished up bent around a tree.
Too bad he didn't bend himself as well.
Yes, well, what's the next move, Murray? You're certain Gusick will hide somewhere off the road till nightfall?
He's not going to be fool enough to throw himself at us, is he?
No. No, I don't expect he'll possibly move by day. Well, look here, you press on. Cutts and I'll be behind you, but we'll just amble along and pick up a feed at Nara or somewhere.
All right, but remember what I said. No funny business, Keen. I'll ring you at the apartment again somewhere about noon.
Right you are.
You see that you're there. Start up, Paul. I want to be back in town by 10 o'clock, so step on it.
Come on, Cuts. I have an idea or two about Mike Gusick, and I'm not sharing them with Inspector Murray. Get into the car and turn on the radio. When that warning broadcast comes on, I want to hear it.
We interrupt this program to broadcast a message from police headquarters. The residents of the coastal area between Nara and Bateman's Bay are warned that a dangerous criminal is at large in that vicinity. He is described as Joseph Mikhailovich Gusick, aged about 41, 6 feet 2, dark complexion, with a long scar on the left side of the face. He speaks with a heavy accent. Anyone seeing this man is requested to inform the nearest officer of police, but no attempt should be made to apprehend him. He is believed to be armed and desperate, and we are asked to impress on listeners that this man is dangerous. Watch for him. This man is dangerous.
And so am I. Mike Gusick's not far away, and if he hasn't already gone to ground, he'll still be heading south and he'll be near the highway. There's only one way Gusick could get past the police on the road, and I think I know what it is. I want him to take it. I want him to lead me straight to Huberman and Carlotta Mignon.
Mike Gusick heads for Cape Camaret in the next chapter of this story of intrigue, Deadly Nightshade.